Welcome to the Investing Podcast presented by Tusk Media. The final bell has rung and the market is now closed. So let's move on to an audio and video recap with the Investing Happy Hour.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Investing Podcast. Very special shout out to the live viewers way over there on Periscope. Check us out on Twitter at Tusk Media LLC if you want to be a part of our live broadcast. We do this every Thursday at around 4:15 or 4:20. This is the Investing Happy Hour. It's Thursday, August 4th, 2016. I'm Andrew Hall, and this is a debut episode of a co-hosted edition of the Investing Podcast. Joining me now, Matt Krebsbach. You know him as The Unit. Matt, what's going on, man?
Not much. It was a rough day.
Rough day on a lot of fronts. Long PM meeting today, which
That was a really long one.
What, about three and a half hours, and we still didn't finish everything? That's good, though. We enjoy doing that stuff. Also, happy birthday to President Barack Obama. Mm-hmm. How old is Barack Obama, do you know?
I'm going to go with 55.
55. Okay, so the over-under is set at 55.
Do you know what the other answer is?
I don't, but I'm going to say, I'm taking the under. I think he's 54.
Come on.
I'm taking the under, so if he's between the ages of 0 and 55, I win. But he's got to be, 35 to be president?
Yeah.
Is that the rule?
Yeah. Keep in mind, he's already been there for 8 years.
Yeah.
Did you factor that in?
So I think that put him at like 47 when he's elected.
Yeah, that's really young. That's really young. Maybe I should have been older than that.
Austin, the intern, is saying that he was 55. He just turned 55. So congrats to Krebsbach.
That was a legit complete guess.
Off to a hot start for Matthew Krebsbach here. Not quite as hot, but not awful, was the market today. Running through some numbers here. Dow kept us from having a full-on greengasm. Only thing in the negative today was the Dow. It was down 1 basis point, so just a brutal day, down 0.01% for the Dow. S&P just crushed it, up 2 basis points for the day. NASDAQ up 13. Global Dow up 43 basis points. Gold up 20 basis points. Oil up 2.33%, trading up to almost $42, $41.78 per barrel. Thoughts on oil? It's had a ride, man.
That's pretty surprising to me. I mean, it's been on such a huge downtrend since 50, it feels like.
Yeah,
right?
It seemed like it hit 50 for like a minute. We had the big, that's when Matt came out with the cash cannon, and we sprayed money all over the office, back when we recorded in my little office. And
do you miss that, by the way?
Not at all. It is so nice to be able to actually go somewhere and move. It's really, really nice to not have that. Oil, a little bit of a bounce, kind of a quick bounce.
Where do you think it's going from there?
Give me some parameters here.
Well, like
tomorrow,
okay. Like, do you think it's?
I think it's 45 before it's 35.
Okay, that's like $3 or $8.
I think it's 45 before it's whatever the equivalent amount down is. So do the math there.
What about 50 or 35?
50 or 30. I like 50. That's my opinion. I don't know if it's right. That's just my blind guess in PM meetings and trying to kind of figure out where it's going. It's an interesting play because it's definitely a candidate, I would say, energy in general is a candidate for kind of a true asymmetrical risk-reward profile. Mm-hmm. But timing is so incredibly difficult. And trying to figure out what the true bottom is incredibly hard. Austin's giving himself a little thumbs up there, getting cocky. So we've been talking a lot about oil, but it's just hard to figure out really where it's going. There's so many factors at play. There's OPEC, there's all this corruption, all these conglomerates, and all these things that honestly just feel like you take commodities, which are obviously sometimes have long cycles, and then you add a whole other layer of irrationality. Is that a word? Irrationality?
And then there's overall macro dynamics. And
and all of a sudden it ties in interest rates, all this kind of stuff. Oil's, man, it's been fun. It's been a fun thing to talk about. Next up, First Solar. First Solar had a day down 11.2%. If you listen to the Investing Podcast, you know this. If you don't, hit subscribe, leave us a 5-star review. We'll read it on the air. But we've had Krebsbach on before. The first time he ever came onto the podcast, we sat down to a long-form discussion about what he does here. And one of the things he does is alternative energy. So talk to us a little bit about First Solar, why it's down, things you're seeing, whether it's short or long-term.
I lost so much money today. I didn't tell you this, but I bought that myself at like 46. Like a couple days ago. But
thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thanks. No, they reported earnings. Was it yesterday after hours? I believe, if I remember it. And they killed it. And
their numbers were great.
Even their outlook is still fine, but there's just analysts are concerned that the panels are getting commoditized, which, I mean, it's a valid concern, but I think looking longer term, it's by far the best position in that market, and I think no one can really argue that market's exploding or growing at a really great rate. That's
so
sustainable.
You like it as a long-term play?
I think so.
What's the?
I was like a little shaken today.
Yeah, today was rough. We own First Solar. We talked about, in the disclosure, we talked about things we may or may not hold. We actually, I think, own First Solar, Met, and Walmart for clients, just so everybody's aware. I think we still own some Walmart, don't we?
Yeah, we own quite a bit.
Yeah, so we own all of those things. But yeah, we own First Solar. We do view it as a long-term investment, certainly not a short-term thing, but we're definitely kind of reevaluating, I would say.
Yeah,
That's what we'd say.
definitely.
We talked about it at length today, and we're trying to figure out things as we start to move forward, what we really want to think about this company in that space as a whole. MetLife, another one that really took it on the chin today, down 8.7%. I guess the big thing here is this a thematic thing for life insurance companies, especially as we start to look more and more at interest rates that may continue to stay low. We saw Bank of England did not raise. They did not stay the same. They actually lowered rates this morning, which puts more and more pressure potentially on the Fed not to raise rates. Is this a threat to MetLife in particular, or do you think it's kind of the whole space?
I think the whole life insurance space is just in trouble. I mean, let's just talk worldwide, like interest rates, there's no sign of them going up anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe in the U.S., but still, even that's going to be
Maybe that's
a snail's pace, even if it does. I think they're just in a really tough position to make money, because they have to match their long-tail life insurance policies with investments.
A lot of those too. Yeah. The boomers started buying those things up. They started buying those things up.
Yeah.
Now it's getting ugly. I think that's another one, not unlike the oil space, where we're just trying to figure out how to play interest rates. I think a lot of people out there are trying to figure that out. There's so many moving pieces, and at the end of the day, it really comes down to a couple people in a room that seem to want to make decisions and then seem to want to stick to them, but want to be as passively aggressive as possible with rate hikes. We just don't see a lot of movement coming down the pipeline. Walmart buying Jet.com.
Don't look at me on this one.
Jet.com.
I got nothing to add.
If you're out there and listening and you actually use Jet.com, tweet at us. We'll send you a sticker. I'd never heard of what Jet.com is. Apparently you can buy like laundry detergent and all kinds of crap like that. I would have thought Jet.com had something to do with jets.
Like JetBlue.
Yeah, it just seems logical. When I think Jet.com, I don't really think like dish soap and things like that. But what's the move there? Obviously, they're trying to, we've talked about retail, the competition with Amazon, things like that. You think that's purely what this play is?
You would assume so. I mean,
it's got
Walmart themselves, I mean, I remember like maybe 6 months ago, we were freaking out a little bit because they were investing so much in their online stuff to combat that. And I guess that's just another facet of that.
Yeah, I saw something, Jet.com, not an old company. They got valued at, $3 billion or something like that? I think it was $3 billion. Kind of an interesting story there. Their website is atrocious.
It's no normal capital.
It's really not, and I'm not the most stylish guy. I mean, I am wearing a bolo tie on a Thursday with a checkered shirt for no reason, but their website's a disaster. It's like purple. Everything is in big purple circles. I don't know. It looks like a campaign for some kind of awareness cause. You know how they do that? What's that? The like Red Dot Day or Red Nose Day or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Is that for like
they do the big
something?
fundraiser? Yeah, it looks like that. Everything's just in a big purple circle, and I don't know why. I have no idea. So Jet.com. I mean, whatever. I mean, I guess Walmart's not really known for being the most stylish outlet as is, but kind of an interesting situation there.
Don't be like a culture shock there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can just roll with this. Things that really don't quite look that great. Anything else you want to add to the market before we jump into the important part of the podcast?
No, I'm ready for the important part.
Right here, people. Stickers. We got a ton of these bad boys in. We want to give them away. We put them on everything. They look great on notepads. They look great on blender bottles. They look great on Yeti cups. They look great on Hyundai Tucsons, like I drive. If you want to drive like a podcaster, drink protein like a podcaster, write notes like a podcaster, whatever it may be, you got to get one of these. And the easiest way to get it is to go follow us on Twitter at Tusk Media LLC and tweet at us. Be like, hey, I want a sticker. That's all you have to do. We will send it to you. We'll pay the postage. You don't have to do anything.
They're pretty high quality too.
Super high quality.
Cut you off there, but
Super high quality. I love them. I mean, they're probably the coolest piece of swag we got. I would say.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing we've
Koozies
got.
are nice too.
Dude.
Shit.
Austin.
Sorry, dude. The door was like dislodged.
How... We were almost done.
Dude, but you messed up though.
We were almost done.
He finally messed up, everybody. Let's go.
Austin.
What?
You're done here.
Oh.
Wait, what?
What about
How many
Periscope?
times have we talked about the door?
But it was like
How many times have we talked about the door?
I just wanted to fix it, dude. You was getting like kind of acoustic.
You're done. You're fired.
What about Periscope though?
Finish the Periscope. I'm giving you till Wednesday to get your crap out of here, but you're done.
All right, man. All right, I'll just keep going and I'll like cut it and
Cut it.
start with the stickers, I guess.
So we've got these awesome stickers. I'm sorry, I'm like fuming right now.
Rattled?
I'm so livid and trying not to curse on live internets. Wow. So I sound like a total jerk. I sound like a jerk because you're only over here every once in a while. But every day, Austin like does something like that, like opens a door or like something else like that. And I've told him so much about that door. All right.
Where's Joseph when you need him?
I'm seriously. We're gonna renew Joseph's contract. Austin is done. I'm really not kidding. He needs to pack up his stuff by Wednesday and get out. And the only reason I say by Wednesday is because Matt's out of town until Wednesday, and I need to get him to sign off on that. But oh my gosh. Tweet at us at Tusk Media LLC. Say, hey, you guys are the best. You guys are the worst. Tell me where the unit guy's nickname. Andrew, did you really fire Austin? What's the deal? Tweet at us and say, I want a sticker. Hashtag, I want a sticker. And we will send you one of these bad boys free of charge. You don't have to do anything other than use it. And you don't even have to use it on something permanent. If you're like, hey, I got a beer can and I'm about to throw it away, but I want to put a sticker on it, we'll count that. That's fine. So tweet at us. We'll send out the stickers. They're really high quality, kind of a little matte material going on them.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan. And we'll get those out. So thank you guys for being here. Krebsbach, thanks for being here, man.
No problem.
It's kind of fun, right?
Tomorrow, right?
Hey, I'm down. Tomorrow, we're going to come at you first thing in the morning market mimosa. Maybe we'll reel this guy in. We're going to hit you at lunchtime, and then we got a very special program planned for the afternoon that I can't tell you about yet. It's a little bit of a surprise. He knows about it. I know about it. He's going to be here. I'm going to be here. Austin, probably not going to be here. But we're going to have some fun with it. And hit subscribe. Leave us a 5-star review. We'll read it on the air. Y'all have a great night. Talk to you in the morning.
Tusk Media is a subsidiary of Narwhal Capital Management. Ratings and reviews of Tusk Media content are not to be construed as endorsements of opinions, analysis, or services offered by Tusk or its parent company. The opinions and predictions shared here are our professional beliefs at the time of publication. We are not under duress from any of the corporate entities mentioned. This is not a solicitation to take any particular action. Although we are investment advisors, this information should not be considered investment, legal, or tax advice. We strive to be as impartial, insightful, and accurate as possible. We base our opinions, analysis, and calculations on information we believe to be reliable, but we cannot guarantee its accuracy. We can, however, guarantee that our opinions will sometimes be flat out wrong due to a variety of factors. Employees and clients of Narwhal Capital Management may or may not hold positions in the securities detailed and may or may not hold these positions in the future. A full list of all securities purchased, sold, or held during the 12 months preceding the date of this publication can be provided upon request. Unless otherwise noted, all data accessed via MarketWatch or the Bloomberg terminal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. A copy of Narwhal's Form ADV is available at the SEC's website, www.advisorinfo.sec.gov, or from Narwhal upon written request.